good morning, good morning. Happy Money Monday morning, secured entrepreneurs. We have 31 new secured entrepreneurs for the month of April. Yes, okay. 4 VIPs in the month of April. All right. I am so grateful, number one, to be trusted with your legacy. Okay. I'm just so grateful and ecstatic that I get to assist all of you build your business, protect your business, build your legacy, protect your legacy, and help you go all the way, go where you want to go. All right. In this video, Ms. Aurorah is going to answer some of these questions because many of you who came on board this month are saying you either you're being forced out of your job. You've already been forced out of your job. You know you need to leave a job, like it's a wrap, all of these things. But you have a lot of fear and uncertainty, okay? Because we all know when you come out to do your own thing, it's no longer tied to a paycheck. You don't have the guarantee that you're going to get that bi-weekly paycheck, all right? So you're asking, how is it that you're going to boost your income stability? All right. So I'm going to give you 5 things that you really, if this is where you are, all right, and please share this video with an entrepreneur who you know is actually facing this, okay? Somebody who has to come out here and be brand new. I'm going to give you 5 things that you really need to be doing at this time to actually create the income stability. All right. Can we do it? All right. So for those of you who do not know who I am Miss Aurorah Dey, and this is the Secured Entrepreneur Movement. All right, now, secured entrepreneurs, if in fact you know that you are in this place where you either need to create income stability when you come out here to do this business, or you still have not created income stability in the business that you are currently operating, the very first thing that you need to start putting together is some type of subscription or membership business model. Why? Because this is going to create the reoccurring income that you need. Now pay attention to this, please. And please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Share this video with an entrepreneur or a new entrepreneur who you know is trying to get themselves together. Here's the deal. Whenever, you go to make these subscription or membership business models, you have really got to know how to draw the crowd, because you can spend a lot of time and a lot of money. And I'm going to address this in a second. You can spend a lot of time and a lot of money putting these things together. And if you yourself are not tech savvy, then you're going out here on Guru.com, Fiverr.com, Upwork.com, and you're hiring somebody to help you put these things together. Okay. If that is the case, then you must create a product or a service, right, that a whole lot of people can relate to or they want. Because why would I keep paying X amount of dollars every month if I'm not really getting what I'm interested in? Okay, like I belong to a subscription thing, and I pay $7 a month. And the young lady teaches, she does 2 Zoom lives, okay? And then she has in the back office, she shows you how she's teaching you her methods and all this stuff, $7 a month, all right? She's got so many members, it's redonkulous, okay? So that's what I'm talking about, that really be strategic as to what it is you're teaching people. What it is you are teaching people. If you're going to do that business model, people are coming for information. People are coming for education. People are coming for the information that they're going to need to take action. So what is it that you're piecing together to help people take action? Because that's what they're going to come and be a part of your membership subscription. Okay. And then, some people are selling things. Some people are selling things via a subscription every month. Like books. I know that there's some pet products and things. And people get a box every month with your dog's favorite treats and all that stuff. People pay for things like that. But I'm talking to the secured entrepreneurs and the entrepreneurs who have emailed. And I want to thank you for emailing. Please continue to do so at info@aurorahdayconsulting.com. Okay. I'm talking to you because you're saying that you are just beginning. So what that tells me is that you may not have put any type of market research into anything. You probably don't have a whole lot of numbers. All right. You're trying to figure out how it is you're going to start bringing money in at the start of this business. Right. And understand this, treat it just like you had a job, because if you started a new job, would not you wait 2 weeks to get a check? Okay. Give yourself the same type of time to begin to start making money. Okay. So before you step out there and do something wild, like, lose your income or lose the way that you're making money right now, put that situation together, put that business model together, because that's the reoccurring revenue. That's what's going to bring in the income stability that you're asking about. Okay. That's number one. All right. Subscription or membership business model. The second thing that I'm going to tell you, and this is primarily for those of us who are providing a bona fide service. You are providing a bona fide service. You have got to have your contract or retainer agreements in place with people that you are providing this service to, so that you are collecting money over a period of time. Okay. So you might create a contract, like a lot of attorneys do this, and they'll say, okay, give $20,000, because this is what we're told to Miss Aurorah, give $20,000 every quarter. So we'll take the first, and then in 3 months you give the second, create the contract or the retainer agreements to create the income producing environment over a period of time. You are going to need to do that. So how is it that you are going to service people? How long does it take for you to perform the service? How are you staying with people until they, get a result? How immediate is this? You know what I'm saying? So for the entrepreneurs who are providing a service that is going to stretch out 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months, see to it that you're getting something every month. You're getting something every month, depending on the price point. All right. You are getting something every month. Okay. So that's number 2, the retainer or the contract agreements that will assist you in getting monies on a monthly basis for a period of time. Now, the third thing is really, you really have to be mindful of this. You really have to be mindful of this. You have got to be aware of how it is you are providing service, because you need to create retention. You have to create retention. Now, let me tell you what retention is going to do. And I'm going to use myself as an example. So right now, many of the secured entrepreneurs know that Miss Aurorah works with 3 attorneys, right? So between the 3 attorneys, I'm bombarded with clients, because when clients come to them for estate planning, business setups, they're going to say, okay, Mr. Aurorah is going to actually help you with that. These are my referrals. Now, when I service these clients, they no longer even call the attorney up. They start emailing, they start calling Miss Aurorah. Oh, no, I need to get on your calendar because I need to talk to you about this and that is going on. Okay. The detailed service that they are receiving we have now built a rapport with one another. All right. And they're going to continue to come this way, and they're going to refer their colleagues. They're going to refer people that they know, people that they actually care about. Okay. So the third thing really is paying attention and being aware of customer retention. Because if you want people to stay in your subscription model, if you want people to actually stick around for the contract or the retainer agreement that you created to pay you over time, they have to feel satisfied. They have to feel like they're getting something. They have to feel, even though there may be a whole lot of people, they have to feel like they're number one. They have to feel very special. You've got to be able to respond to people in a timely manner. And you have to be upfront with what that timing is going to be. Maybe it's going to be 48 hours. If that's really what it is, let them know up front. I won't be able to really respond to you, for a good 48 hours from the time that you're going to contact us. I'm really not going to be able to do that. Or it's going to be 24 hours, something like that. Like, you have to tell people up front, because when you don't, and we've all been there, it's like, well, what's going on? Like, what's happening here? And then you're going to start calling and sending messages. It will become messy if you're not paying attention to all of these things. Fourth thing that Ms. Aurorah is going to tell the secured entrepreneurs, and many of you already know I'm going here, you have got to invest in marketing and sales. Now, once you've put those other three things together, so you know how you're going to service people, you know how you want to put your business model together to bring in this income stability, right? You know that if you're relying solely on like social media, you're either going to show up every day. You're going to show up every day. Like we see a lot of the people that we may follow. They're going live all day. Many of them go live. I mean, I've seen people go live like an entire day. Like every time you look at the phone, a pop-up is coming. This person is live. This person is live. Now, there's a few things with that. They're really not running a business where they're actually servicing people in a way that they don't have time to go live. Okay. So a majority of the people are working a particular type of business where they've already got things on autopilot. They don't need to really do, anything like that. They can go live all day. And more than likely, these are the people who are not going to spend money on ads. There's a whole lot of people on the forefront telling people that all they're going to do is post their stuff. They're going to post their stuff for a few hours a day. And then they're going to go live. They're going to go live on YouTube. They're going to go live on TikTok. They're going to go live on Instagram. They're going to, I don't even know if people are going live on Twitter. Oh, no, it's not Twitter. It's X, right? Well, before all that, remember it was Periscope. And people would be going live on Periscope. I mean, people were having a whole lot of fun and getting a whole heck of a lot of exposure. I don't know what they have now. Some secured entrepreneur let me know if X has a live thing anymore. I don't know. However, you're going to have people who are just really, really good at drawing their crowd on social media. Okay. Now, understand that if you have a high ticket product, like everybody knows Ms. Aurorah has a high ticket product, right? Ms. Aurorah, once again, we're going back to focusing on retention, right? I'm getting referrals. The referrals are driving. Ms. Aurorah places ads. People are responding to the ads, okay? It's a slower roll because of the product that we provide and the cost, but you're getting a more quality client because you found your audience, basically, right? So that's what many of you are going to have to be willing to do. You're going to have to be willing to spend at least $5 a day so that people are seeing you all day, every day for maybe 5 to 7 days, right? Because remember, this is about boosting your income stability. They say that people need to see you 7 times before they'll even really look your way. They say that the average person, if they may be interested in whatever it is that you're saying, whatever it is that you're selling, they're interested in you as a person. So they're going to invest in you and hope for the best, right? But they say that there has to be 7 touch points before that happens. Okay. Now, if you've got more time, which is valuable, if you've got more time than money, then yeah, you're going to need to be seen all day, every day, like a McDonald's commercial. Okay. You're going to have to do that because what's happening? You have to build an audience. You know, you're going to have to create some form of an email list. All the secure entrepreneurs know that Ms. Aurorah is not really wild about doing the email thing. I'm not really wild about it, but I understand the purpose for it. I just don't like to. I like to be very productive with time, and I respect people's time. So I have a thing about it, but there's a whole lot of email marketing going on that works. Okay, so you already know if you're doing the subscription membership based thing, you're going to be emailing because you're drawing the crowd. So some of your advertisements, okay, are going to be collecting data. You're going to be collecting data, so people are going to give you their email address. Now we already know most of those email addresses are not going to be any good. So you have to pick your poison. Do you want to attract and draw real people from the beginning? Because we already know there's a whole lot of people sitting out here with 10,000, 15,000 people on an email list, and maybe 5 of them get open. So we keep it real over here in the Secured Entrepreneur Movement. Okay, people don't really open these emails because they've got more than a dozen emails a day coming in. So that's why I'm saying to you that you've got to really find your tribe of loyal people who are tuned into your message, people who really have a desire to invest in themselves by getting whatever it is that you are offering to them to solve whatever problem they feel that they have, or for them to get whatever joy and satisfaction, they may need, and they can get it from you. Okay, so we just want to be realistic. We want to be realistic that there is work involved. There is work involved. And never feel like you have to compare yourself to somebody who's showing up all day, who they already have, what they want, and they're, flossing it and all that stuff. They're flossing for the gram and all that stuff. You don't even have to fall into that because you're building a true, real, bona fide business. Okay. The last thing that is imperative, because after you have worked this out, now you really need to have a financial plan. You'll need to have a forecast and a financial plan where you are now anticipating income and expenses over time. Because now you've created something, you have the data. Some monies have come in, you're doing your thing. Now you understand what the expenses are. Maybe it's the platform that you're using. Maybe it's if you're doing, electronic document signing, that whole DocuSign thing, that's an expense. If you have a scheduler that costs money, with people getting on your calendar, that's an expense. Okay. Your internet, that's an expense. Whatever it is that you're actually paying for to run that business is going in the expense category. Okay. And then you're going to make sure that you're doing this weekly. Now, Ms. Aurorah does it weekly, but somebody is actually doing it daily. Somebody got their eye on this thing daily. Okay. I jump in on Sundays and I get together and we go through this whole thing. Okay. What came in this week? What are the expenses? Okay, we have to keep that together. So you want to at all times have your bookkeeping together. I'm talking to the secured entrepreneurs and the entrepreneurs who email asking about this income stability, because you have to have all parts working. So all the 5 things that we just talked about, you got to have all 5 of these things going for you. Okay. And then of course, some of you have asked me about drop shipping and things like that. Now, here's what I would say to that. And a lot of the secured entrepreneurs, know all about this, because some of the companies that you emailed asking me about, I see that they are multi-level marketing companies. And a lot of these multi-level marketing companies really don't want you to advertise their product. They want to keep you in the Stone Age. They want you to build a team and open up 2 legs and all that stuff. Sounds like prostitution. It's horrible. Okay, so a few of us here in the secured entrepreneur movement were working Melaleuca at one point. Now, Miss Aurorah did all the research. I was all over the Melaleuca site. Simone and I called up Melaleuca a few times, asked them, okay, can we do this? Your website says we can. They were like, yes, all this stuff like this. So we started selling the products that actually move. And secured entrepreneurs, what products are moving like all day, every day? Weight loss. People want to lose weight all the freaking time. People want to get fit all the freaking time. People want to detox. Okay, things like that. So they had some weight loss things that we really enjoyed. We tried everything. We enjoyed it, and we put our Google Merchant thing up there, and those things started selling. We were not having a problem because they gave us permission, and we had everything on their site that said that they support all that. They just didn't want us to sell the makeup portion of that whole thing they had going on there. But there was a squealer. There was somebody who, got the evil eye going. They got gel. And they called up Melaleuca. And they said, oh, she's got this website up there and she's selling all of this stuff. And they did not call Miss Aurorah. They sent an email talking about, we shut you down. And until you take down your website, we're not going to let you back in the back office. All this stuff. Okay. And I pointed out to her all the stuff that's on their website. And the woman says to me, I don't even know why that's there. I don't know. To this day, I don't know who the woman was. I don't know. But what I would say to that, to your question about drop shipping these multi-level marketing company products, you have to make sure that this is something that they are allowing you to do, that they are allowing you to sell their product online like that. Because a lot of these companies say that they don't like it, but then you go to Amazon and you see the products all on Amazon. You go to eBay, you see the products all on eBay. Okay. And it's probably because people bought all that stuff getting into those companies. And we know that for the most part, the people who join are the people who are really making the company money, because they're buying up the products thinking that they're going to sell it. And then they find out they can't sell this stuff. Okay. So I would say be mindful. I would say make sure that the company is going to allow you to sell those products online like that. Because yes, I 100% agree with the drop shipping model. If in fact you don't have to spend any money, you don't have to keep any inventory, all you have to do is put up a Shopify store, pay their fee every month, and then you run your ads on Google Merchant, 100% in agreement with that. Again, you have to keep the same methods in mind, because you're not the only person selling that product. So how is it that people are going to choose your product over the next product? Okay, so you still have to you got to do some things there, possibly, but I would say test the waters. Now about the okay, there was one other thing, and last, for the questions about Amazon. Now, a lot of the secured entrepreneurs know that Miss Aurorah has been through it with the Amazon thing. Okay. It is a myth that, it's your own business up there and all that. When it comes to the FBA, I'm answering the question about the Amazon FBA. First of all, Amazon is going to pay you every other week, just like you had a job. They are handling the shipping. If you're doing FBA, they're handling the shipping. They are handling the collection of state tax. Okay. They are handling returns. They are paying you every other week, just like you had a job. That is not my business. The other distasteful thing, and many of you already know, is that if your product starts selling very well, I had this experience and many people have too, the next thing you know, Amazon is going to start selling that product, and they may sell it for 50 cents cheaper, $1 cheaper, and they're going to get the buy box. So again, I wouldn't deter anybody from doing it if it's something that you feel is going to work for you. But again, the financial forecast, because you have to pay to ship your items to their warehouses. And depending on what your product is, they're going to tell you which warehouses those products need to go to, because Amazon is a genius. All right. They already know what parts of the country or the world is buying that product. So they're going to tell you which warehouse to send those products to, because that's where they're going to ship those particular products out of, because of where people are buying the product, right? So add up the cost of that shipping and the price at which your product is selling. See if the math begins to math. Is the math mathing? Okay. Because you know, if you cannot recoup the shipping, I don't know how you're going to make a profit. So you have to really, really learn all that you can about it. Watch people's videos out here who are doing it very well, successfully, and all of that. Okay. It's not anything that Miss Aurorah is interested in, because, you know, they're in control. They got control. Okay. So you're not getting on there and doing your own business. That's not what it is. Okay. So don't be fooled by that. So that's all the questions that Miss Aurorah wants to answer in this video. Miss Aurorah will be back later to answer some other questions. If you have not, please go down on the links below and click the link for Mastering Tax-Free Wealth. Sole proprietor to CEO, Mastering Tax-Free Wealth. It will change your life as an entrepreneur. You all know you can find me, Miss Aurorah Dey, at AurorahDayConsulting.com. And until next time, ta-ta.